What's up, y'all? Advance here. So, popular topic heading around the internet. B. Simone in tears over her finances. Now, this comes a little over 4 years after she was perceived to be putting down the average working man. You know, she was saying that, I got to have an entrepreneur and I need a hustler. And, at the time I was like, what? How could she? Because I still am a average working man. I'm all over the place. I'm a 9 to 5. I got side hustles. And yeah, man, I swear, I've been putting bricks everywhere. If I ever focused, I might get a full wall. Now, I'm gonna talk about preferences and who people should and shouldn't date, and why we should stop telling people to date certain types of people. But I'm gonna go into that on another video. But in any case, for this video, B. Simone was on her friend's podcast. I think this was her best friend or her former best friend or still best friend, or they split for a minute and got back together. I don't know, but her friend's podcast, and she was talking about how her finances, how she's broke right now. Now, broke is suggestive, and it has lots of different perspectives of it. What she meant was that she no longer has any liquid assets, or she has little to no liquid money. Liquid assets is basically just spending money. So because all of her money is wrapped up in an investment. And so she's saying like, yeah, so now she has to shop at H&M and it's that, like, listen, this is why I always say, well, actually, no, it's not even really me. I just adopted the phrase that's always been used. You are tested at 2 points in your life: when you have nothing and when you have everything. So this is a case of her having everything and then having it been taken away. Now she don't know what to do. So that's why I think when you come into money, or when you come into money, if you don't come from a certain background or a certain status or a certain poverty level, you won't have an appreciation of money once you get it. So like, I think man, I might have to do a deeper dive on this, but you gotta have the mindset to be able to appreciate what's been given to you, because I used to say, if you haven't been poor, you don't understand, you don't have an appreciation of money. But then I know poor people that hit the lottery and they spent all their money in like 3 years, like it's gone. But you got to have a mindset and an appreciation of money, so that way, like, when you get the money, you spend the money and the money don't spend you. Now, when you're rich, you don't have to worry about budgeting, because you just got an infinite swipe. You can just swipe and swipe and swipe and just keep swiping, and you don't have to worry about nothing. What B. Simone did was she lost that. So no, she's still very much rich. She just doesn't have a lot of spending money. But yeah, she just got to wait a little bit for this app that she invested in to get up and running. And and I wish I had my studio up and running, because I would put that clip in from Power with Tommy dumped held Tariq off of the roof. He's like, you feel that? That's the game. Yeah, scratching, surviving, scraping the bottom of the barrel. That's what survivors do. So, shit, not that long ago, after paying my rent, my car insurance, and my life insurance, I was down to like slim pickings. And I was just like, everybody in my family kept asking me, like, hey, you all right? You all right? No, I'm good. I'm good. I went to the market. I bought groceries. I just got to survive the week. Like, you got to put yourself in a status to where it's like, if you can get through the week, you good. Like me, I don't gotta go a lot of places or whatnot. But eating out, I learned how to cook all my favorite foods at home. Chicken teriyaki, pepper steak and onions, chipotle. Yeah, I learned how to do all that. So I don't gotta eat out. So yeah, I use the fast food reference, but what B. Simone was talking about was her being able to shop at her favorite clothing stores. Okay, guess what? Maybe sometimes you don't gotta go to a clothing store every goddamn day. Maybe like you don't gotta go every week. Maybe you might have to downgrade from Sprouts or Fresh Food Mart to go to Food Line or Giant. Now that's what we have here in Baltimore. So I don't know what's in your state. Publix, I know Publix is real big down south. I love Publix. But but what B. Simone was talking about was like shopping at H&M. Like she was ashamed that she had to shop at H&M. Like, look, there's a lot of people that shop at those stores. Just because it's you don't make you any different. Actually, you'll be following a model that a lot of rich people follow in anyway, because they don't even shop at those luxury stores. Well, or at least the smart ones don't. I mean, once again, breakdown for another video. I saw somebody that was saying a reaction to this very topic where they were saying like, I proudly shop at Walmart. Like, do you know Snoop Dogg has a clothing line in Walmart? Like, come on now. And one who used to be a big name in the sports world, Polo. Like, look, y'all better put some respect on these on these discount stores' names. But in any case, a lot of people was looking at B. Simone's tears, and they held a glass up under her chin and sipped them, and was very delicious. And that was because of those statements that she made 4 years ago with Nick Cannon, where she was saying, once again, people didn't take kindly to her downing the average working man. Now, there are a lot of people that are tone deaf when it comes to things like that, because there are guys, that are in that situation. Entrepreneurship ain't for everybody, but how she came off was a little condescending, talking about, I'm responding to emails at 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, I'm not up at 3 a.m. But in any case, those are my thoughts. I'll probably do a part 2 to this. What do you think? Put your comments in the comment section down below. How do you feel about the B. Simone finance video, or her crying about not having liquid assets anymore? Put your comments in the comment section down below. Let's start this conversation. My name's Advance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on everything. I'm out.